Bradley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Rodgers' Packers.
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry now. This is Hill. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now some love it, some hate it. Here it is. It's the Wildcat look.
Let's go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. So a designed run last play. Now Dalton to pass. He's got his man here. It's Green. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. Unfortunately, Packers fans, they saw a lot of completions like that last year when they were number 31 in the league in passing defense. Now, I know injuries had something to do with that, but that's a ship they're looking to right.
They have to, because what they do so well on offense, in some ways they're wasting by allowing what they're allowing on defense. So now you change things up. Do you play a little more zone where in the past you might have played man-to-man? Do you back off of some of the schemes that you played before and emphasize something new? Bottom line, though, they've got to cover tighter and knock away a few of those passes downfield.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Eifert, the man in motion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. LaFell will go in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And able to find Green. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and two guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the first round, Andy Dalton in the second round. And what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything. A lot of playoff appearances.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Dalton bootlegs out. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And Dalton to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
First carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. And it's the Chiefs that have grabbed the early lead over the Chargers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A first down throw coming for Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play clock winding down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. The swing pass caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington. And then tomorrow on Monday night, we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Now on 1st down. Caught left side, Bennett. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Have you gotten used to seeing Martellus Bennett number 80? I mean, he's been number 88 his entire career, right?
And how about that? The fans selecting his jersey number.
Yeah, that was his idea. He put that out there on social media and said, here are a few choices. What should I wear? And he went with what the fans picked, over 100,000.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adam Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mixon, and he'll bring this one inside the 35. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the 2nd round.
Strong runner. He's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to give him to the perimeter, he can take off and beat you with his speed, and definitely catches the ball at the backfield.
second down. Dalton. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Mixon hit it. Oh, the ball is out. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. On second down, here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Sometimes, occasionally, Randall Cobb somewhat gets taken for granted about his abilities with Green Bay, doesn't he?
Well, the numbers last year, solid but not amazing. Just over 600 yards, 4 touchdowns. But he complements everybody else, doesn't he?
He really does, and his versatility is so big for them because he can actually run back to the backfield and be a running back as well as a slot receiver and someone who moves outside. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year. But it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth. And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Everyone's looking for a bargain in the NFL draft, and I don't think anyone got a bigger one than Cincinnati getting Joe Mixon in the 2nd round.
He keeps moving east. He was born in California, then to Oklahoma, and now finding a home in the Queen City.
And I don't think it'll take him too terribly long to have a real impact on that city in terms of how he plays the game, because he can run it, catch it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know Davante Adams really developed in 2016 as a receiver for Green Bay. I think he had plenty of incentive because when Aaron Rodgers breaks contain, gets out of the pocket, anything can happen downfield. You can find yourself open, can't you?
And it makes Adams a high-volume guy. Week 7 and 8 last year, 25 catches. Highest 2-game total in the illustrious history of the Packers. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
319! 330!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
319! 319!
To throw again. Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A second quarter score from Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And again, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now the offense lining up first and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. The Chargers out to an early lead over the Chiefs. They go play action here on first down. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's second and goal.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Rodgers to throw on second down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final act of the first half. Dalton, he's going to air one out. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin King, the rookie from Washington. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking to Mixon on the check down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Rodgers. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. For Jordy last year, tremendous. NFL's comeback player of the year, 97 catches, over 1,200 yards, and led the NFL 14 receiving touchdowns.
Well deserving to be the comeback player of the year, but I know these types of competitors, they don't like to be the ones to come back from anything. They just want to be consistent, and Jordy Nelson is definitely that.
Now Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got Bennett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A Packer first. Rodgers to his new target, Bennett. Shift together here from the D-line. Draw play. Rodgers to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers get a score closer. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. Crosby on now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got his man, it's Eifert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards.
319!
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing. Dalton under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Kenny Clark able able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. So Dalton now. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Clay Matthews in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll run here with Mixon. Room here to run. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Here's Rodgers. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
319!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Play action now. Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now they run with Mixon. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
18 yards the gain for number 18.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Rodgers now throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Rodgers now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Check.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
319.
Rodgers again now. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Wide left. Slam.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
319. 319. Hey. Got 3. 3 down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.